again to the Third and 10 podcast, season 5, episode 6 is now live. I'm your host, Nathan Wendron, always with my guy, Brian Germanaro. Happy Thursday, y'all. We are 2 days away from the first preseason game for the New York Football Giants as they'll be hosting the Minnesota Vikings at MetLife Stadium. It'll be our first chance to see the team under John Harbaugh. See some of the first team offense, hopefully, as well. We'll talk a lot more about that and who is going to play, who's not going to play in just a little bit. Brian, good to see you, my friend. How are you, good sir?
You know, I'm doing pretty good because we've criticized the Giants a lot on this show, but
Yes.
at least our social media team was never dumb enough to put our franchise quarterback throwing what may be one of the worst throws in history on social media and try to hype it up. It's like, all right, I get you're trying to hype up Mitchell making a great play, but I mean, Jalen Hurts just threw like a Philly cheesesteak out there. That was
Oh my
disgusting.
good. Hey, I'm just saying, all of our division rivals are doing some dumb stuff. Dak Prescott calling the offense
Yeah,
goatee.
that press conference was just kind of cheesy. It wasn't dumb, but like
Yeah, it's
The
dumb to
Eagles
me. Both.
stuff, it's
That's
dumb, but in a different way dumb. Like
yes,
it's just
true.
this is a story that we can forget. What the Eagles and Jalen and Jane Daniels are doing are completely different.
Yeah. It's a different story if the highlight of Quinyon Mitchell getting the pick was like thrown by like a backup quarterback. But this is your
Even if they framed it different, like the Bills post with Josh Allen throwing the interception.
yeah.
Allen is in that video for maybe a second. If they had like done it in a way or angled it maybe a little bit better, so like you see Jalen Hurts, but like you don't see him take the snap, have no pressure, and then throw the duck. Like,
Yeah.
it's the way it was filmed. And look, at the end of the day, it means nothing. Like,
I
we
know.
throw interceptions all the time in training camp. It's just very funny that like the Eagles post this, try to hype it up, and like everyone's like, "This is not the flex you think it is, guys." And then all the Eagles fans like, "Oh, he went to a Super Bowl. He's still a dominant MVP." This is the
And then
same
it's
fan. This is the same fan base that thinks Eli Manning sucks and hates him, even though he won 2 Super Bowls. So
exactly based.
If Eli sucks with 2 Super Bowls, what is Jalen Hurts? Because he's ass.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, it's not just that Eli have won, 2 Super Bowls. It's his consistency throughout his entire career. With Hurts, it's like it's been like up and down. We've seen like
Mhm.
his struggles.
Eli
The
Manning
man that
never had a super team around him like
and the man
Jalen Hurts.
and,
Eli never had anywhere close to the offensive line that Jalen Hurts has had, or the weapons he's had.
and he's thrown for like 4,000 yards, like consistently. Hurts
Yeah,
has
never
barely
done
reached
it.
3,000 sometimes. Exactly, is what I'm saying. It's the same stuff with Eagles fan. Some of them can be annoying. I will say that.
Oh no,
So
95% of them are annoying.
it's the
95
same
are
excuse all
annoying
the time.
hypocrites that just
Yes,
prove every stereotype about that stupid city right.
and they think it's Jalen Hurts' guy when he really isn't. Like, yeah, he's a good guy, I'm sure, but he's not that great. And like
Yeah,
everyone is basing him just on that one Super Bowl
I
win.
love Jackson Dart, but I'm not sitting here saying he's a great quarterback. He hasn't proved anything yet.
Yet, that keyword is yet. See, we are realistic around here. We're not crazy like some particular Eagles fans. But hey, you mentioned that, and I want to get into other Giants stuff shortly. But we gotta acknowledge the stupidity that the other team in our division was involved in, or one particular player that is, and that's Jaden Daniels, who
Yeah, who the hell does he think he is?
I want to get this straight. So correct me if I'm wrong. So one thing I heard was that he is not allowing the school anymore to use his name or likeness moving forward
Yes, they
because
don't
he
want.
feels dis.
I guess they don't want him in like videos or like promotional stuff anymore. Would be my guess of what, because it's right. He said name, image, and likeness is what he said. So my guess would be like you can't put him in murals, you can't show his highlights on the big board, stuff. I would think towards that kind of realm is what they want.
Gotcha. And the second thing is he wants the Heisman back. Is that
Yes,
what I
that was
understand?
so.
Dog.
So when you win the Heisman, 2 copies are made. You get one of
Okay.
them, and the school gets one of them. So
Okay.
that Heisman, Jane Daniels has no right to. That's LSU. It's
That
his Heisman, but that's
greedy
LSU's copy of the
mother
Heisman.
effer.
That's the school's Heisman. And
What is his problem?
it's all because he feels disrespected that another player is gonna wear number 5. He thinks that number 5 should be I guess immortalized. Listen, Jane Daniels had a great career at LSU. I am not going to sit here and say otherwise. But let's not pretend he's his all-time great LSU quarterback, okay? Like, his only records are, like, his rushing records because he's, like, one of the best mobile quarterbacks they have. Every
Yes.
single record is still owned by Joe Burrow. He didn't win.
Yeah.
He went 3-5 in ranked games with LSU. He didn't go to a
Mm.
national championship game, didn't go to the playoffs. So, like, what makes you so special? You won a Heisman? Cool.
Big whoopity whoop.
Like,
Freaking Travis
yes,
Hunter won a damn.
Heisman
Okay, well,
is a Heisman's great. Don't get me wrong. As someone that's a fan of the school that has not won one since 1987, I would love a Heisman winner. I would. But let's not, like, that's like he won one MVP award and now he's expecting, like, everyone to, like, kiss his ring. It's like, dude, you had one good season there. Like, it's not that it's not that special. Like, I know Burrow had only like one season at LSU or one really good season, but that was a historic season where he broke
and he brought a championship.
record and he brought a championship.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, Jalen Hurts, Shane Daniels, you didn't do anything. You didn't.
It's more individual accomplishments that he has during his time at LSU rather than team success. Because with the exception of Colorado, because they did retire Shadur and Travis Hunter.
But I said that was stupid too.
That was
stupid. Only if you retire Travis Hunter's jersey, that's one thing. Colorado is a small school, doesn't get a lot of Heisman Trophy winners in there, and Travis Hunter was like probably their first big superstar to ever come out of that school. Like, what he did to put Colorado's branding back, I can get why you want to retire his number. Shadur Sanders did nothing. Absolutely nothing.
He threw him the ball. That's pretty much it. Like, he didn't win.
He was there because he was Deion's kid. If Deion Sanders is not the head coach of Colorado, Shadur Sanders is not there. And, like, Travis Hunter probably goes to Florida State. But let's just say, like, Travis Hunter was in the transfer portal. Colorado would still be interested in him, even if Deion wasn't there. If Deion's not there, they're not interested in Shadur.
Yeah, no. You are spot on with everything. It's what Colorado did. I get it. Like you mentioned, it's a small score. It was kind of dumb at the end of the day still because those two guys, even though, one of them was and still is a two-way player, they both didn't bring a championship to Colorado.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow deservedly got his number retired at a very prestigious football school in LSU. Daniels didn't because, like you mentioned, didn't bring a ring.
Yeah.
But yeah, he thinks he deserves all this special treatment. So
in 30 years, we're still going to be talking about Joe Burrow's 2019 season.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
No,
because it was
talking
an
about
amazing season.
Daniels.
Yeah, it was an amazing season that Burrow and company had. That no one will. I'm sure people will be like, "Oh yeah, Jane Daniels played for LSU," but no one thinks like it will not be as mentioned as much as Burrow.
I'm trying to think of like a good compare. Like, I can't think of like a good comparison of what it'd be. Like, it's no, I got nothing. I'm trying to think of like a way to like compare it, like in either NFL or Mets terms. I just can't get it right now. There's nothing exactly sticks.
If it comes to you throughout the show, just feel free to obviously interrupt me at any time. But overall, it's absolutely stupid. But you know what? It's fine. We'll see him twice a year, and we'll just beat him up, and it's fine. It's not like the Commanders are going anywhere anyways. I think Stephon Diggs is the next, is going to be the solution to the receiver number 2 problems, when in reality, the whole receiving core is pretty much kind of crap. McLaurin is aging, and Diggs is old, and Daniels seems like he can't stay healthy.
I think I may have got one. It's like the Patriots, when we 30 years, everyone's going to talk about Super Bowl 51, be the first Patriot Super Bowl you bring up. But they also won 52. They also won 53, right? They won 53. They didn't win 52. No, they lost 52. That was the Eagles. 53 was that Rams Super Bowl. Yes. No one will talk. They'll be like, "Oh, right, they won that one too," but no one will talk about it because it was uneventful. It was uneventful. Kind of very similar. Comparison. You had this insane story with Joe Burrow, and then you had Daniels, who was good, Patriot in the Super Bowl. That's good, but it was unremarkable. Like, it didn't leave a lasting impression.
Yeah, no one. Not the average fan will not remember that Super Bowl as much as the one the year before, because that was that was just electric between both sides.
I
I
couldn't
mean,
tell you
Nick
what
Foles.
I live and breathe NFL, and I couldn't tell you which. I couldn't tell if it was 52 or 53.
Yeah, hey, it's difficult, man. There's
I
so
mean,
many Super
like,
Bowls to
listen,
keep
52
track,
was a
dude.
great Super Bowl, even though
It
I
was.
hated the Eagles. I hate that they won, but I'm like, as objectively, I'm like, damn, that was pretty cool.
It
That was
was a
cool.
solid game.
That
Yes,
was
sir.
cool.
And I mean, freaking Nick Foles, man, won him a damn ring. So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, Nick Foles.
that's
Good.
a
I mean,
that's a
like,
quarterback I respect. I respect Nick
I
Foles.
hate Philly, but like, if you want a comeback story to be traded during the Eagles teardown with Chip Kelly, to basically be out of the league, fall out of love in football, to be called upon when the MVP frontrunner was hurt, and then to lead that team to a Super Bowl, like that's a movie right there. You
It's
only hear about
pretty
that
damn
stuff in
freaking
movies.
impressive.
Like Hollywood could not write a better script than that.
Hell yeah, it's pretty damn impressive. I tell you that, my friend. Um, but yeah, we wanted to get that out of the way first. All of our division rivals are doing either weird stuff or dumb stuff, which is cool to see because we don't have that over here with the Giants.
Yeah,
Because we,
yeah. The only dumb thing we have is our quarterback's girlfriend followed the trend and went on the field with Jackson Dart. You
yeah,
know,
and our receiver coach got hit in the mouth by Malik Neighbors on accident, and he maybe he got hit in the lip apparently. So,
was he
fun
trying to
stuff
catch the
going on
ball
around.
or just like I missed this story?
It was happened today. It was in I think Malik Neighbors was running and he inadvertently ran into the coach and then contact
Hmm.
hitting the
Oh
lip.
yeah, no,
Chat
I
ball.
don't.
He's okay.
It, yeah, I think if Malik Neighbors intentionally punched the wide receivers coach, I feel like it would have crossed my desk at some point today.
Yeah,
It
it's
would
a
be
small head.
even me not being like online like on Twitter like I used to. I feel like I would have gotten some sort of notification that hey, Malik Neighbors started a fist fight today at Giants camp.
It's a small headline that I bring it
Yeah,
up
like
just because.
it's a funny headline. It's like oh, of course he ran into him.
Exactly. Those are the type of headlines that we want to see from the Giants. Something
Yeah, like
small, nothing over the top.
that's a
All
fun
this.
human interest story. I'm sure Malik Neighbors will have some sort of like apology thing or like get him a present or something, like just something funny, like them make a big
Exactly.
joke out of it and we all move on.
Exactly. But there is a big headline that maybe coming its way to the Giants if it does happen, and that's the signing of Terrion Arnold. As we mentioned a little bit on Tuesday, he visited the Giants on Wednesday, which was yesterday, and seems like the Giants are very interested in him. Makes sense because our cornerback room freaking sucks. And I know we'll get to the off the field stuff a little bit shortly, but from a football perspective, my friend, this makes all the sense in the world, right? I mean,
Yeah.
first off, the cornerback room is injured as heck.
Oh, I
Um,
think with how interested they are, it's not just the quarterback room's injured. They don't have faith in the quarterback room.
they
Like
don't. Oh,
like
absolutely
like
not.
a
No, sir.
Devo who was slated to be cornerback one is basically like a sub at this point. Newsome is
Yes.
great, is playing great in practice, but like how much can you really trust that? Same thing with Deontay Banks. Colton Hood is probably still a little raw, needs some time development. So like they don't really feel they have a confident corner that could start week one. So might as well just bring him in and see what he's got. He's a former first
Yeah.
round pick. The talent might still be there.
Yeah, he looked really good his rookie season. He is the best cornerback on the market by far, and yeah, dude, you were spot on with everything. It's a questionable cornerback room to the point where it's like I look at it, and we'll also look at the depth chart shortly as well. But it's like I can't point to any of the corners and be like, "Yep, that's number one." That I feel
Yeah.
very confident we'll be able to lock down C.D. Lamb and George
Mhm.
Pickens or whoever the
That
case
guy
may
is
be.
better than Arnold. Like, is there any guy you can
I
definitively
no,
point at?
absolutely
The
not.
only guy I could like point at would be like, okay, Hood might be better than Arnold because I don't know what Hood looks like in the NFL yet.
Exactly. Based in college, yeah, he has potential to overpass.
Potential, yeah, but like he's
We
also
got to see
a
it.
project.
Yeah, we got to see it on the field first before we make any, comparisons and whatnot, and we just can't right now.
No.
It sucks, man. I mean, whether it's injuries. I mean, Phillips has been sidelined still. Newsome's still hurt. But I think both of them just practice. They practice in limited fashion. Debo hasn't practiced for the past couple of days. He is a game time decision for Saturday, by the way. More on the injury report for Saturday in just a bit as well. DJ James, who was signed last Wednesday, didn't practice. But he got waived today. David Long got waived, released today as well. So the corner room is a little bit thin, but they did make a couple of signings, by the way, in terms of Ugo Amadi and Sam Webb. Just to keep it short, the both depth pieces. They may make the roster depending on how things go as the last corner on the squad. But I mean, dude, we're talking about a 23-year-old former first round pick He's a guy that he has the traits to be solid in press coverage, and we need that type of guy in Denard Wilson's defense. He has the size. He wouldn't cost much, which is good because our cap room isn't the
No.
greatest in the world right now.
If they sign
Um,
him right now, he wouldn't cost much.
there we go. That's why we should make a decision as soon as possible. I get it. The off the field stuff is a different story. He
Well,
still has eight. Yeah,
that's it. That's the gamble. But like,
that's
if he gets cleared, his market will skyrocket because there's
exactly.
no.
So yeah,
So sign
sign
him
him now.
now,
Take
take
the
the
risk.
gamble, and then see what happens.
Yeah. And it's crazy we're talking about this type of guy because, you know, because of the 8 possible pending charges that you mentioned to me on Tuesday that Arnold has and how there's no trial date yet, no
Yeah.
suspension, he hasn't been placed on the exempt list.
He's
Like,
facing life in prison. Like that is
yeah,
that's on the table. Like that's not an
yeah.
exaggeration. That is that is a realistic outcome of this whole thing.
Oh yeah. And like for an organization like the Giants, they're not one to kind of take risks or sign these type of
No.
guys. So when
They
for the first
passed on Laramie Tunsil for the stupid weed video.
yeah, that's a great example. So that's why when you mentioned his name on Tuesday, I'm like, us and Arnold in the same sentence doesn't seem, realistic because the Giants have always been such a conservative organization. Now with Harbaugh in the building, yeah, of course he's not gonna sign like criminals off the street, but it's
Yeah.
like, okay, if we do our due diligence on the off the field stuff and everything seems like it's okay. And let's be honest, and again, to me, it's this situation is more of an innocent till proven guilty type thing.
Oh well, that's every case is innocent till proven.
Yeah, with every case, yeah,
That's what the founders founded this country on is
yeah,
innocent till proven guilty.
yeah. So it's like it's not just. There's a couple things that stand out to me. One, Justin Pennick made a great point. This was his opinion on Twitter. He talked about he wasn't present for any of the assault or kidnapping
Yeah.
situations that occurred. He didn't send a single text to anyone stating he was the orchestrator, unless there's like witness testimony that shows that he
Yeah,
was
there's gotta
that.
be some smoking gun somewhere that we're missing because, like, if
There's
he,
not enough evidence, man. There's just
yeah,
nothing out
if
there.
and like we could be dead wrong. There could be like a
Yeah,
witness. There could be a letter. Like there could be something. But if he did do this, he has covered his tracks unbelievably.
he's done a hell of a job, and he's doing all the right things. Apparently, he's being cooperative with police and authorities, and that's why teams are able to have interest in him. But also, he's able to visit these teams, including not just
Mm-hmm.
the Giants, but the Seahawks, like we've seen on Hard Knocks, among others. Like there's more than 3 teams that have interest in him.
Oh
So it's
yeah.
like if you think about it, it's like okay, there's no way a guy like this has so much like there's so
There's
much
no way a
interest.
guilty if there was a text message or a phone call or even like a record of a phone call, the interest would be out the window because
Yeah,
even if he was just calling that guy to see what sandwich he wanted, it'd be like there's a phone call around the same time that is evidence the point that you could have done it.
yeah. So that's why I'm just like, there's no way this guy is generating so much interest despite the charges to where it's like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, he's guilty. He's gonna get,
Yeah,
be in prison. Like,
it's gonna be it's a joke of a trial. We all know, like it's
yeah. At the end of the day, it's probably gonna be a plea deal that he'll agree to, and then he'll be able to play in the NFL again. Now,
yeah.
unless the league puts him on the exempt list for or suspends him for a few games. But
Unless some new evidence comes out, that's the only
yeah,
thing. Like like I know we're hammering that point home, but like there is there's no evidence that connects it to it right now. No,
it really isn't.
there's no smoking gun. There's nothing.
Yeah. So, look, at the end of the day, if the Giants and Harbaugh believe he can help the team, which let's be honest, he can, just sign him. Why not sign him as soon as possible for yeah, it's low risk, and if he goes to prison, all right, he's cut. Hallelujah, we tried. At least we tried to address the position. We move on. There's
Yeah.
no, it's low risk, high reward at the end of the day.
Oh,
We're not
100%,
yeah,
100%.
yeah, we're not
Because
gonna look bad or whatever the
if
case may
he's
be, like people think.
there will be a bad PR spin a little bit at
Mm,
first, but it's not like as bad as it could be,
yeah, true. Like it, we'll get some criticism
You
about most fans will be like, okay, this at least the Giants tried to pull the trigger on a
it's a
former first
story
round
that
guy.
in a 24-hour news cycle, it will be talked about. It will go once, and then the next big story will replace it. You're not
Exactly.
signing a murderer. You're not signing a domestic violence person. Like it's a story that will get swept under the rug rather fast.
Yeah. In conclusion, we need him. We need help at corner. We need someone to cover CD Lamb and or Pickens so we don't get burnt on Sunday Night Football in front of a national audience. I cannot. We cannot go into week one with Adebo and Newsom as the CB1 and two, which they're currently listed right now on the unofficial depth chart for the New York for the Giants. Um, Even if you want to put Banks out there, still don't trust it. Even
Why
though
would
he
you
has
want?
shown,
Yeah, boom. No, no Banks,
yeah,
please.
yeah, no Banks. I know they say Banks are close on Sundays, yeah, but he's the only one
He
that
might
would
be
leave it
open.
open. Yeah, he might be open exactly. And Hood again, too young. If you throw him to the fire and see what you got, sure. But again, it's too early to tell. Um, but yeah, I want him. I know. I'm sure you do
I
too.
yeah.
Uh,
If everything is like up and up, and like the Giants do the due diligence, and like there's like okay, there is no way he's gonna go to prison for this. Yeah, bring him in right now. That's on
Bring him
right
in.
now.
Hell yeah, I love it. All righty. Well, in the meantime, we have to talk about the guys that are currently on the team, and the Giants' first unofficial depth chart got released yesterday as well. And you can interrupt me at any time, my friend, but it is as follows:
Yep.
at quarterback, Jackson Dart, James Winston, Brendan Allen. No surprise there. Running back, Cam Scatterbull or Tyrone Tracy is your RB1, followed by Singletary, Eric Gray, Dante Miller, and Damon Baxton. Wide
Yeah.
receivers, because and that the wide receiver position was one that caused a lot of commotion because of the way it was shown. If you look at the depth chart, for those who haven't, go ahead and check it. I can't share my screen at this moment, but if you go on Twitter and type up Giants depth chart, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. But the way it's presented, it's um it's shown it's showing as if Jalen Hyatt is ahead of Malachi Fields and OBJ on the depth chart. I know that created a lot of shock to me. I was like, ain't no way this is
I
how the
see it.
team was running. Are you taking a look right now?
Yeah. So you have to do it like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
I see the confusion.
exactly. So, but according to Dan Duggan, he clarified it a little bit better for all of us. They sorted it out. The receivers, they listed the receivers as separate positions, just to keep it short. The actual depth chart order, or how do I say this, for wide receiver number one. So one receiver,
The
it's
top
Neighbors.
target receiver is Neighbors.
It's
The
yeah.
first look guy is Neighbors.
The first look guy is Neighbors. This I'll just make it easy. It's Neighbors. It's Slayton. It's Austin. It's Mooney. It's Fields. It's OBJ. It's Barrios, Juju, Hodgins, Hyatt, Miller, Cambry, and Xavier Gibson.
Makes sense. I mean that
Cool
makes
beans.
sense. I
There
don't
you
know
go.
why they wrote it like this, but yeah.
I don't either. It just confused the heck out of me just now. That's why I had a
See, when you
hard time
first
explaining
said it,
it.
I thought like, oh, okay, are they doing like one wide receivers, like the outside receivers, and like the bottom one's the inside receivers? I'm like, wait, that doesn't make much sense either.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's like we know what well one receiver on the left side is going to be Neighbors, and then it's everyone else after him that follows, like the
Yeah.
Austins and the Fields and the Hodgins, and then and then for the other side it's going to be Slayton, then it's Slayton, then it's Mooney, and then OBJ, and then
Oh, I get
other.
okay, okay, I get it now.
You
I
feel
get it
me?
now. Yes.
Yeah,
So Fields will be replacing Neighbor's spot, and Beckham will be replacing Slayton's spot. Got it.
correct. Yes, yeah. Again,
Okay.
super freaking weird, but
Bad job
it's
by the Giants in that one. Bad way to release that.
yeah. I mean, it is unofficial, but like, come on, at least you could have made it
Do
designed
a
it a
little
little bit
work. Do a
better.
little work to help. Even if you just do like, okay, these are the outside receivers, these are the inside receivers.
Yeah. We're not all smart around here. Come on now. Like we need some, we would like things to be easier. It's preferable instead of us, sitting for 5 minutes trying to figure out how the damn depth chart's ordered, but that's how it is for
Mhm.
the wide receiver. It gets easier from here, trust me. Tight ends, Isaiah Likely, Theo Johnson, Chris Manhurst, Tanner Johnson, and Thomas Fidoni II, who has made some nice catches in training camp recently, are your tight ends so far. Left tackle, Andrew Thomas, Marcus Bowe, who has been taking some snaps at center, but is more comfortable at the tackle position.
That's natural
And Jace
position.
exactly. And JC Davis is the third string. Left guard, John Runyon, Daniel Falele, and Jake Kubas. Center John Michael Schmitz Jr., who's still in concussion protocol. He will not be playing on Saturday as well. Lucas Patrick and Brian Hudson. At right guard, it's Francis Malanoa, our 10th overall pick rookie. And it's Aaron Stinney or Evan Neal on the second team. And
It's Aaron
it's
Stinney.
yeah, it's
There's ain't no way that's Evan Neal. That's it. That's Stinney.
there's no or Evan Neal, man. They're
There is,
trying to be too nice to
that
him,
or
man.
is just to be nice.
Exactly. And then after them, it's Brandon James, but Brandon James is more of a center.
They've already beat up on on Neal so much this training camp. They had to give him some bone.
They're like, all right, buddy. Well, we've been kind of, mean to you all camp long. You're probably not gonna make the team, but to make you feel better, we'll put you at, we'll consider
You're an
you as a
or.
possible. Yeah, exactly.
It's a
That that's
possibility you might be the backup.
yeah. You might be on the team, but there's no guarantee. Well, it's more likely he won't be. But anyways, right tackle, it's Jermaine Lunor, Josh Azudu, Ryan Chernecki, and Gerard Gray round out your starting lineup for the offense. As for the defense side of the ball, oh, my bad, my mic went off there. We have our defensive tackles on one side. Our defensive tackle position is going to be filled by Shelby Harris, followed by Josh Tapu and Anquan Barnes Jr. At nose tackle, it's DJ Reader, Lakey Fotu, and Bami Jameson Travis, our 6th-round rookie, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Our other defensive end is going to be Darius Alexander, followed by Zach Pickens and Marlon Davidson. Our edge rusher on one side is going to be Brian Burns, followed by Chauncey Golston and Khalil Kareem. Middle linebackers are going to be Tremaine Edmonds, Michael McFadden, or Mike linebacker, I should say, is Edmonds, McFadden, Darius Muasu, and Anthony Orji. Our will linebacker is going to be Arvo Reese, of course, who has been outstanding throughout his time in camp so far, followed by Jack Kelly and Zaire Barnes. Our Sam linebacker is going to be Abdul Carter or Kayvon Thibodeau, to be expected, of course. Chauncey Golston, Caleb Murphy, and Trace Ford. Anything on there so far, my friend, that stand out to you, or just business as usual?
Business as
In
usual. That's
CMC?
all it is. Like I'm excited to see Arvell Reese. I'm excited to see him in that will spot. I mean, every time I read something about him, I'm like, geez, this guy is absolute freak.
Yes,
This guy is gonna be a difference maker. Like when
he's been
when I read
outstanding.
that he's hitting people so hard it makes a different sound, my brain broke. I'm like, what do you mean it's making a different sound?
Yeah. We haven't had a guy like this in quite some time at the linebacker position. I mean, he is a hard
No.
hitting, he's a quiet guy, which I absolutely love.
Oh my god, I
There's a
love quiet guys so much. Oh my god,
Yes, there was a
I want my backups to be like Jameis Winston, make a lot of noise, my starter not to make a peep.
yes, and just put the work in. He has, according to reports, he literally does not say a word. He doesn't talk. He's in the facility all day long, studying, getting better, nailing guys. Kind of a weird way of saying it, but that's what I
Yeah,
am
let's
quoting.
maybe we should come up with a different way to say that.
Hitting guys,
There you
like
go.
there we go. He's been dominating practice as well, so he's been absolutely outstanding for New York so far in camp. I really can't wait to see him on the field when everything is said and done. And no word yet on how much he'll play on Saturday, but we will most likely see him for, I'm sure, a drive or two. When the Vikings come to town. Let's see, what else am I missing here? Cornerback position we just talked about a little bit just now. But it's Paulson Adebo on one side, and then Deontay Banks, Colton Hood, Nick Jones, Corey Black, and DJ James. But then James got cut, so this is kind of outdated. On the other side, it's going to be Greg Newsom, followed by Drew Phillips, Art Green, JT Woods, and David Long Jr. I think we just talked about Long earlier. He is cut as well. Free safety, Javon Holland, Ardarius Washington, and Elijah Campbell. And at strong safety, Tyler Nubin, Jason Pinnock, Raheem Lane, and Bo Braid to round out your strong safeties. Kicker, Ben Sauls or Dominic Zavada, who has been outstanding so far as of late. Jordan Stouts, your starting punter, obviously. Long snapper, Ben Mann. Your holder is Jordan Stout as well. Kickoff returns, it's Deontay Banks, Barrios, Dante Miller, and Eric Gray. Your punt returners are Braxton Barrios, Calvin Austin, and Xavier Gibson. Round out your first official starter depth chart for the preseason week 1. Um, I think if anything, just want to mention real quick about the return game. I mean, Barrios is the punt return number 1. Not surprised there, but Banks seems like he has a starting job there. So if things don't work out at the cornerback 1 position, at least we know he can He can return kicks for us like he did last year. Hopefully, he can do it, efficiently like he did as well. Barrios is the kick returner too behind him, so those two will be in tandem. Um, yeah, other than that, everything just looks fine to me. I think everything looks like as expected, but I'm very interested about that kick return game and how things sort out there for
Yeah,
the
because
foreseeable future.
I was listening today, like if Barrios is just average, and let's just say Banks does well on kickoffs, or like a guy, or Calvin Austin as well.
Yep,
Do you cut Barrios and maybe keep like one of the other guys on the roster, like keep the
I think you
undrafted free
do.
agent, like
Yeah,
like it could open like a spot in other ways.
yeah. I think I see a world where Bales gets cut and Banks is the main kick returner guy, and Austin has had experience as a returner, so maybe throw him back there at punt return because who knows how much of a role he'll have on offense, especially when everyone's healthy, right? I mean,
Yeah,
he at best I know he's had chemistry with Dart all camp long, and that's great to hear, but at the end of the day he may not be nothing more than a receiver number four when everything is said and done, especially with the uncertainty of how Darnell Mooney might perform or at the
yeah,
growth in Malachi Fields. How big of a growth would that be in year one, right? So,
right. But even the growth
um,
of Malachi Fields threatens someone like Calvin Austin, who like might be buried on the depth chart. So like, all right, how do
there
we
you
get him?
go.
How do we get him in the game more? Oh, kicker and punt
Return
return.
game.
He's got speed. That's how we
There
get
you
him.
go.
And then Barrios gone.
Exactly. So Bayos is as a guy to watch to see how much of an impact he'll have on offense. He'll have plenty of time in the preseason to perform.
Mhm.
Speaking of preseason, OBJ is healthy and will be playing this Saturday as well. So can't wait to see him on
I
the
mean,
field.
that's the number one storyline, right? OBJ.
Let's see. Am I missing anything? It seemed a little bit. Let me go through them real quick, actually, because I wanted to get to the Vikings game, and we'll call it a show here. A little bit of a shorter show today, but
Yeah.
let's see. Dominic Zavada ended practice yesterday with a 62-yard game-winning field goal. He's been
I
outstanding.
mean, awesome. Thank
I
God.
know. There we go. Starting
we were
kicker. It
we
seems
were
like he
begging
has
for
the upper
kickers to
hand.
make 40-yarders. 60?
He's making 62-yarders, man. He's got a leg, dude. I know Ben Salas has shown he has some sort of leg, but Zavada, dude,
Salas, you
I'm
can go
telling you.
to like, the Seattle or something, and I'll root for you
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, his 8 for 8 last year will not be forgotten. But we need a
No,
guy
it
who
won't
can
be
kick it.
forgotten, mostly because it was the most competent we've had at a kicker in, I don't know, maybe 7 years.
I
Like
mean, Young
the
Wei Koo
bar
missed
the
the
bar
entire
was
ball.
on the floor for what we needed from a kicker, and he, excelled at it. So
Yeah,
he
Young
basically
Wei.
just did his job, and we all like were like, "This is the greatest thing we've ever seen in our lives,
Yeah, because
guys.
he could
We
kick the
we can
ball.
we guys we can make field goals now. It's not touchdown or bust."
Like he can actually kick the ball, and we've had kickers who haven't done that. So look, i.e., Young Wei Koo, my cousin, who's no longer my cousin anymore.
Shout out
Dude,
Young Wei, he saved that guy's life. You know,
yes, he
if
did.
I'm
He did
Young
one
Wei,
thing right.
if I'm Young Wei, because I for the rest of my life, that's gonna be the first thing people brought up about me. He had a decent career, but it's the highlight that will stick with him every single time. So I would be like, yeah, but I saved some guy's life, so you're gonna keep making fun of me. Without me,
Exactly. You
that guy would have
can't.
died. So you can't.
Exactly. I saved the guy.
I saved the guy's life.
I may not save
So
the Giants, but I saved somebody.
I may miss the kick,
Uh,
but without me, who knows what would happen? I'm a hero. I'm a hero
damn
for that
right.
kick.
You're damn right. But no, it's great to see Zavada show out, and he's a rookie, and we know John Harbaugh loves his undrafted free agent kickers, i.e., Justin Tucker. So
That worked out
if
until it didn't.
it did, yeah, he's out there. He's still available to sign if anyone wants him.
Yeah. See, like we said earlier, Arnold, I take Tucker, not so much.
Not so much.
See, Tucker's got evidence against him.
Yeah, two different situations.
Two different
Um,
situations.
but
It
in
was
terms of today,
much more egregious than the other one.
yeah, there's a lot more victims and witnesses involved in the Tucker
Yeah.
case. But then again, we'll save that for another day. Paulson Adebo, JMS, and Jalen Hyde worked on the side or did not practice today. Hyatt will not play on Saturday. Big whoop de whoop.
Oh my
JMS will
god, can
not
we
as
just
well.
let's pull a Vikings and just cut them already? Like save everyone the question, the pageantry. If you're not gonna play him in the preseason, why is he here?
We need OBJ and 13 ASAP. The only way that's gonna happen because
I
if
mean,
you
he
cut
should have
Hyatt,
taken 13 right from the beginning. Like,
that's what I'm
like
saying.
I'm sure you've seen this video. The guy at the self checkout at Walmart, he goes up behind that guy and rips his shirt off and
Yes,
runs
yeah, of
away.
course.
That is what Odell Beckham Jr. should have done to Jalen Hyatt day one. When he walked
Exactly.
into Giants training camp, Jalen Hyatt should be like, "Hi, I'm Jalen Hyatt," and he should have just pushed him, ripped the 13 off, and just be like, "Pack up, I'm 13 now."
Yeah, look, I love it. I know OBJ is very mature now. He's very nice. Just
I could
everyone,
have
but
used
like,
immature Odell. I could have used
yeah, give
kicking
me
at
just a
Odell
little
Beckham
bit
Jr. in that moment.
just to get the jersey. You can go back to being nice afterwards. But
Yeah,
come on,
no,
man.
I need. It's like I need you to be mature, but for one moment, let the beast out.
Yes, please give me the
That's some.
Josh
Oh
Norman
my god, that's such.
anger.
Oh, what move? There's a movie that has that exact I think line in it. It's like you've matured now, but like it's like Hulk in Endgame or Hulk in Infinity War. It's like Hulk. I know you're going through some stuff, but like I need it. I need the
I need him.
monster. I
Yes,
need the monster.
it needs to come out, bro. Like, please, we need you. But not yeah.
John
In
Harbaugh's
some
like
further,
it's like John Harbaugh's like staring at Jalen Aya, and he's like the Thanos' like keeper guy, and he's just like, "All right, Odell, go get your stuff." He's just like he's rambling off like Robert Downey Jr. did, and Odell Beckham Jr.'s just standing there. If someone out there can make an edit of that scene with John Harbaugh as Iron Man and Hulk as OBJ and Jalen Hyatt as the evil dude, I will pay you handsomely.
yes, that whoever's watching this right now, please, if y'all can do
Please do
so,
that. We will show it
send
on the
it
show, and I will laugh.
send to us on our TikTok on 3010 Podcast
I will
if
post it
you
on the
guys are
TikTok
able
too.
to. Yeah, damn right. Hell
I
yeah.
might just make this. Hang on.
Yeah, if you got the time, if you got the time.
That's a problem. I don't have the time.
Damn it. That's all
This
good.
might work. This might be worth it. We'll see what we can do here. We'll play around with it maybe a little bit.
Bet.
Play around with the
Let's
video
see.
editor.
In terms of who else we got here, players who return to practice today in limited fashion: Greg Newsome, Drew Phillips, Lucas Patrick, and Juju Smith-Schuster, who had a knee injury. TBD on those guys will play on Saturday as well. Malik Neighbors was in team drills today wearing a red non-contact jersey and was out there with the defense in a walkthrough / install period. And then
I
yeah,
think we're both fine if he doesn't play.
yes,
I don't think any of us will care.
nope, not even the second game. Maybe
We
the
haven't
third game a
announced the
little
starter
bit.
yet, have we? Quarterback? No starter been announced yet.
You actually beat me to it. Jackson Dart is probably going to play the opener this
Okay.
weekend versus the Vikings. So and John Harbaugh loves having his guys play having his first team out there for a little bit. So I would expect the Giants to play Dart and first team and company, Jackson Dart and first team company, maybe for a drive or two
Hey,
before
it's a new
they sit out.
offense. Might as well give some game time. Might as well just
Exactly.
see how it looks.
It's a young quarterback who's his first year in a full NFL scheme. Protect him, but we would love to see him.
Yeah, that's why. Wasn't it Daniel Jones' second year? We didn't play him at all in the preseason.
I believe so. That's correct.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was because he did not deserve that shit. All right, and then
and he had a good I will always say Daniel Jones. If you look at the numbers, was very solid his rookie year. Had a fumble problem, but you take the fumbles out. It's like, all right, there's something here. There's something here.
There's something, but
and then we just never developed. Like, I don't want us to go long, but I just gotta I'm not insane. Trust me.
No, you're good. I just.
All right, Daniel Jones' rookie year. So we're taking out the fumbles. The fumbles he had. He went 284 of 459. That's a 61.9% pass completion. Threw for 3,027 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. And he also rushed for 279 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That's not bad.
He had 19 fumbles. You take out the 19 fumbles and say, okay, this is what your rookie quarterback did. You're like, that's pretty good.
That's something.
That is something. Confident. All right, there's something here.
Yeah, that's
why I was a Daniel Jones believer at first. I'm like, what I'm watching on the field shows something. And then we fired Pat Shurmur, and then it all went downhill.
Yeah, then just took off from there. Yeah, the NFL world cannot blame us Giants fans for falling for the Daniel Jones hype in year one.
You can
Now,
blame us for other instances of falling for Daniel Jones's hype,
you
but
could blame
his rookie season,
specifically.
if his rookie season, you cannot blame us because he actually looked decent. And if they kept Pat Shermer, maybe Daniel Jones is still a quarterback. Maybe Shermer and Jones are the next Coughlin and Manning. Okay, we gotta end this show. I've
Yeah,
gone.
no, it's all good. You can't blame us for the 2022 version of Jones a little bit, but then again,
A
we made the
little
playoffs,
bit,
so
yeah,
it's
because you could look at the numbers. But still, that was always a 2-year deal. That was always a 2-year deal.
always
If Daniel
yes.
Jones played well those 2 years, it would have been a contract extension, or they would have cut him like they did.
There you go. See, so yeah. Other than that, yeah, biggest headline: OBJ is playing on Saturday. We will likely see a lot of JJ McCarthy because he's not the starter for Minnesota. We won't see Jefferson, I'm sure. Won't see Addison either. We'll maybe see Jawan Jennings depending on the situation for the Vikings, but other than
I'll
that,
just use Jawan Jennings, some JJ,
yeah,
some 9 to Jawan Jennings. Like I think I could
yeah,
get.
I'll
I
take
hope
it. Yeah,
Arvell Reese just cleans 9's clock.
that would be sweet. I think just to make it short, expectations for Saturday: stay healthy,
Stay
show
healthy.
out. Let's get it done just for morale's sake, and let's get this preseason off to a good start, man. And
Stay healthy. Show some competency on offense. Show that we're taking steps in the right direction. Arvell Reese may make a play. Odell Beckham Jr., maybe just do something in this game. And then the second half, kick your feet up and have fun.
there you go. I love it. And all of our eyes will be on Saturday's game, and we'll discuss it right back here on Tuesday. With that being said, that will do it for a short episode of the 30 to 10 podcast. Season 5, episode 6 is in the books. You can follow our TikTok page at 30 to 10 podcast. Big news coming next week. We'll reveal it to you guys on our next episode. And you can
Only
follow
good
us on
things,
social
guys.
media.
Only good. Nothing
Only
major's
good things.
changing, but
Nope.
it's big.
Big
It's
thing.
big.
Fun things. Yes, sir. You can
Me
follow
and
our
Nate are
social
still here.
medias.
It's nothing with us. We'll
We're
still be
not
here.
going
You're
anywhere.
you're stuck with us. Sorry.
Unfortunately, I'm kidding. Nah, it's fine. We love you guys and we appreciate y'all support. Yeah, other than that, we will see you guys back here on Tuesday. Hope the Giants win. We hope y'all enjoy the preseason that also begins today as well. Week 1, the preseason begins today. And
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, go Giants. Yeah, I love football's back. I
Football's
love it.
back. You got Little League World Series next week. Like
Hell
summer's over.
yeah.
Summer's over, guys. Sorry.
Fall is here, baby. Let's freaking
Yeah,
go.
whenever I see Little League World Series come on, I'm like, oh, okay, summer's almost done. We're almost
Yeah,
done.
damn right. I love it. I love this time of the year. For Brian, I'm Nate. Thank you guys so much for watching us, and we'll see you guys in the next one.